Now I'd like to introduce our student athlete, Isabella, also known as Izzy Martillo. Our student speaker is a 4-year letter winner for our women's soccer program, which is among the top teams in the America East Conference. Hailing from East Brunswick, New Jersey, Izzy arrived at Binghamton as a captain and 2-time all-conference midfielder. Her leadership skills and sportsmanship have shined throughout her career with the Bearcats, earning her Teammate of the Year honors as a junior. Her team spirit, engaging personality, and her motivating force has not only inspired her teammates, but other athletes, both young and old. Please join me in a big Bearcat welcome for Izzy Martillo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this event. My name is Isabella Martillo, and I'm a senior on the women's soccer team. First, I'd like to acknowledge M&T Bank and our other sponsors for their continued support and investment in Binghamton athletics. A special thank you to the CWAL committee and athletic staff for making this event possible each year, and to President Harvey Singer, here you are, and Athletic Director Jean Marshall for their ongoing commitment to our athletic community. For as long as I can remember, I have loved collaborating with others and have had an unwavering passion for soccer. Growing up, I naturally gravitated towards team sports rather than individual ones, despite my dad's attempt to steer me towards tennis and swimming. No matter what, I always found my way back to the soccer ball. I begged my parents to let me play. And while my mom was thrilled, my dad was hesitant. He knew firsthand the injuries and pain this beautiful game can bring. Eventually, though, he put the racket and swim cap away and made sure I had everything I needed to play the sport he once played. I will always be grateful for the countless fake tantrums that finally led to his yes. The beginning of my high school career felt like a joyride. Leading up to my first season, I had just made a big move to an elite club back at home in New Jersey and had the opportunity to train at the U.S. National Training Center. Everything was falling into place until it wasn't. My college recruitment journey was anything but typical, as the COVID-19 pandemic hit right in the middle of my process. During the global shutdown, the NCAA had enforced a dead period, severely limiting interactions between athletes and coaches. And just as the world began adapting to new regulations and transitioning back to normalcy, I experienced every athlete's worst nightmare, one of my father's biggest fears. On November 5th of 2020, I tore my left ACL. I still remember the exact moment it happened, the flood of emotions, the disbelief, and the heartbreak. I wondered how I would break the news to my club coaches and how this setback would impact my recruiting process. I remember calling Binghamton to explain that I wouldn't be able to play in any of the upcoming showcases or ID clinics. It was during this phone call that I felt more than just a player. I felt like a person to an institution. Coach Bhattacharjy's reassurance and support gave me a sense of security, solidifying where I wanted to be. Thank you, Neil, for taking a chance on me and giving me the opportunity to continue my soccer career and represent Binghamton University. I'm so incredibly thankful for these past 4 years as a Bearcat. If I could do it all over again, I would in a heartbeat. It wasn't always an easy ride. You name it, and I probably have been through it. From transitioning out of COVID pandemic, which included getting COVID 4 times in 3 semesters, to dealing with strange but minor injuries. But through it all, I've learned so much about myself, how I handle adversity, how I've grown as a person, and how much I love to play this game alongside my teammates. all while wearing Binghamton across my chest. Before this past 2024 season, my role was to prepare and support my teammates from the sidelines. I chose to focus on leadership, which meant motivating and empowering each of my counterparts to be the best version of themselves. During that time, I dreamt of making an impact on the field, hearing my name announced before kickoff, and playing in the big moments. That dream fueled my drive to train harder. I want to thank my current and former teammates, where they are in the crowd, for believing in me, pushing me to my limits, and inspiring me every day to persevere through for an opportunity. However, there were moments of self-doubt along the way, times when I questioned, why am I doing this? It wasn't until a meeting with my assistant coach, Chris Hall, that I truly understood it was okay to feel that way, because it just is. During this time, I received some of the best advice I could have asked for. Train because I love the game, not to just do it for the reward. Sometimes the pressures and obstacles of the sport makes us lose sight of that love. But soccer has always given me a space to be my authentic self, to represent my culture through my style of play, strive to be the best version of myself, and to lead with years of experience. One of the hardest realizations I had to accept was that I would never be the same player that I was before my ACL injury. Instead, I had the privilege of creating a new identity, one that was stronger. I share this because this mindset applies to more than just sports. Whether it's an injury or a tough game or something entirely unrelated, those moments don't define you. They shape you, strengthen you, and build you. I thought I was struggling with confidence, but in reality, I had been building it all along. So much of my personal growth stems from my love for soccer and the Binghamton community. It challenged me and taught me invaluable lessons that extend beyond the game. And that's the importance and beauty of sports, is that it has the power to transform us in ways we never expect. As I adapted to a new role my senior season, I continued to believe and trust all the hours I put in and relied on my faith. I reminded myself of my purpose. This season, I played for that little girl who begged to play soccer growing up. The same girl who tore her ACL and never got her last high school or club game. And for the young woman who faced her most challenging year as a freshman. I remained committed to my goal of seizing this opportunity, hoping it would open the doors for me to play one more year while earning my master's degree. The season did not end the way we intended it to, but I was so appreciative of every practice and game this year, all playing with my entire heart. My development and success this season wouldn't have been possible without the incredible support around me. A huge thank you to my mentors and advisors, Nadine Mastrolio, Will Libis, and Morgan Starley, for their guidance and encouragement. To my athletic trainers, Kara Gorgos, Caitlin Snyder, and Santana Ruiz. Thank you all. Thank you for all that you have done to keep me prepared for competition. I know it was a lot. To Lori, thank you for being a mother away from home and transforming my strength and conditioning. Coach Chris Hall, I'm grateful for the confidence you instilled in me and the conversations that truly changed the direction of my collegiate career. Coach Taylor Van Fleet, thank you for bringing fun and fitness into our practice every week. And finally, to my family, thank you for standing by me through all the highs and lows. I wouldn't be who I am without you, even though you missed my first goal, but I've already forgiven you for that. Being a female athlete means embracing both challenges and achievements that come with competing in a space that demands resilience, strength, and determination. It means pushing past barriers, whether that's societal expectations, physical limits, or moments of doubt. It's about balancing the pressures of performing with the love of the game, lifting up those who come after us, and showing that women belong in every arena. I've come to learn it's about playing with heart, training with purpose, and competing with a relentless mindset. Playing your sport isn't forever, but all the moments create memories that do last forever. Wise coaches of mine once told me to control what I can control, and to do so with all heart. In reflection, looking back, I proudly did so, and I have no regrets in my journey, as I wouldn't change a single thing. This experience, being a female athlete, has provided a concrete foundation, shaping me into who I am today. I did not let challenges deter or setbacks define me, and I proved it could be done. I scored my first collegiate goal in a dramatic fashion I would have never imagined, which was a one-time finish off the crossbar with the same left leg that I tore many years ago.
She'll have another opportunity to play it towards the center. Shot by Martillo, goes off the crossbar, and it's in. Off the crossbar, straight down across the goal line. And Isabella Martillo has the first goal of her career. The senior out of East Brunswick, New Jersey, with a one-timer from right in front. 3-0 Binghamton.
Thank you. I hope to inspire others the same way players before me did for me. So this is my message to all the girls and women out there. Be the girl who trains when nobody is watching. Keep relentlessly believing in yourself. And know it is possible if you truly strive for it. Dream big and go, Bearcats.